Yes, Sadhakas, welcome. Happy it is that you are there every day to study together slowly, steadily. Our wonderful Adhyatmika Shastras of the Upanishads, Aitareya, Mandukya, and Yoga Darshanam, and Gita, and now Srimad Bhagavatam, then followed by Adhyatma Ramayanam. Good. What we have to understand is through spiritual sadhanas, pure spiritual sadhana, what we gain is not these material things, not the bhautika things. And then what do we get? What we seek through those material bhautika things, called as the peace of mind, called as the contentment, called as the happiness, the joy, the bliss, the sense of freedom. This is what we are seeking through all our objective possessions and objective indulgences. Without these objects, through spirituality, directly we get these subtler experiences. In fact, to really think and understand, everybody being of the nature of bliss, by searching for this continuous bliss in the world, knowingly or unknowingly, everybody is सर्चिंग फॉर हिमसेल्फ ओनली. खुद को ही ढूंढ रहे हैं, लेकिन जो खुद नहीं है उसमें. So that seeking of self, in other words, seeking of the bliss, is fulfilled in spirituality permanently. So don't look for the sthula through spirituality. It is not the pure spirituality. It is the vyapara type of spirituality where through the spiritual activities of pasana, puja, prarthana, we get from the Lord the sthula things of the world and again go away from the Lord. This delusion, with correct understandings, we have to conquer that what we are seeking, the temporary sukha ananda through the objects. The same sukha ananda permanently we get when we realize the self or the Brahman. Therefore, the delusion of running or doing even spirituality for the worldly things we have to drop. Do spirituality only for Paramatma. So, totally forgetting Paramatma, running only for the objects on the strength of our own powers is lowest level. Second level, seeking through Paramatma only the worldly things. For third is through Paramatma, that is Guru and Shastra and Adhyatmika sadhana. We have to seek Paramatma only, who is the all pervading infinite self, the me. So just once in a while, shaking our own mana buddhi, we have to see two things. Is our craving for the world reducing or not? So too, through the spiritual sadhanas, how much seriously, sincerely we are doing. Through them, what are we seeking? The permanent again in the temporary, then we are still not yet matured. Then permanent through the permanent, yes, we are on the right track. And of late, in this or the last chapters, thing we saw of Bhagavatam, where Bhagavan said, to whom I want to give blessings of reaching me, becoming infinitely one with me, I take away everything from him. Conversely, from this side, the one who has to wants to reach to the divine voluntarily should offer everything to the Lord to such an extent that even if the Lord tempts with anything and everything, like the child wants nothing but mother alone. In that way, that clear understanding that all these temptations, offerings, even they are given to us by the Lord, are only the tests for us to check whether we are still in the delusion of seeking permanent bliss through the temporary things. That shows whether we have thoroughly studied Shastras and understood the permanency and real nature of the reality the self and impermanency and non-reality of the world. ये thoroughly हम समझ गए कि नहीं, इसके लिए ये सब टेस्ट होते हैं। और जिसने समझ ली the first step of spirituality, Brahma Satyam, he seeks only Brahman, Jagan Mithya, he will never go for it how much ever, with glitterings, with variety of temptations the world may attract. So the main thought is, through spirituality, what we gain is that very sublime innermost bliss of the self. Before that, at every level of faculties, because of purification, the Ashanti Dukkha goes away. Because of single pointedness, that Shanti comes. Because of directing towards them towards the divinity, the contentment comes. And by transcending these upadhis correctly, reach the divine, the bliss is experienced. Let us all seek this sublime, subtle, inner bliss, not anything outer, through our spiritual pursuits, to such an extent that even if they are there given, we say neti neti. We want Paramatma only. Like Nachiketa says, Tavaiva Vaha Tavanutya Gita Varastu me Varaniya Sa Eva. All the Nritya Gita enjoyment आपका आप ही रखो। मुझे मांगना कुछ है तो मुझे सिर्फ ब्रह्म ज्ञान आत्मज्ञान ही मांगना है। वरह तू में सह एव वरणीय। That type of firmness Nachiketa in Viveka, Vairagya and Jignasa. Firmness of Prahlada in total surrender to the Lord. That firmness like a Dhruva in going through all odds of outer world, yet not leaving that tapasya of going beyond the upadhis in worshipping the Lord through that Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya mantra. These three examples we often take because from the child age only they have excelled everything. Prahlada Bhakti में, Dhruva Yoga में, and our Nachiketa Jnana में. Great examples. Okay, now let us do our today's study of 10th Skandha, 89th chapter. Krishna Bhagavan, Arjuna going to Bhagavan Narayana's Vaikuntha Loka. Anantha Loka it is called. Great scene it is. Then we will see in our Adhyatma Ramayanam 2, 3 or 4 shlokas of Bhagavan's teachings of Tattva Upadesha to Lakshmana Swami. Then we do our Bala Tripura Sundari Sahasra Namavali 1 or 2 Stotrams of Devi. Let us start. Om 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 Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Satchidanandarupaaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Nigamakalpatarorgalitam phalam Shukamukadamrutadravasayutam Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Yonta Pravishya Mama Vachamimam Prasuptam Sanjeevaya Tyakila Shakti Dharaswadhamna Anyansha Hastacharana Shravanatvagadina Pranan Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam Samasta Devatabhyo Rishibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo Brahmanebhyo Acharyebhyo Bhaktebhyo Sadhubhyo Sadhakebhyo Tirthebhyo Kshetrebhyo Nadinadebhyo शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादि मुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेद व्यासाय शुक ब्रह्मर्षये सूतमहामुनये शौनकादृशेभ्यो वैशम्पायनादृशेभ्यो अत्र्यादृशेभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो आदित्यादिनवग्रह देवताभ्यो श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तिदत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो आदिपराशक्तिमात्रे मातापितृ देवताभ्यो आद्यशङ्कराचार्यादि ब्रह्मविद्याद्वैताचार्य गुरुभ्यो अस्मद् गुरुभ्यो नमः। सङ्कल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं पुराण इतिहास श्रुति सूक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनि गुरु देवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः शास्त्राणां वेदान्तानां योगसाधनानां समस्तसाधनानां पुराणेतिहासानां गुरुशिष्यभक्तभगवत् परम्परायाः समस्त साम्प्रदायानां प्रक्रियाणां पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण समस्त विश्व व्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्व शांति विश्व कल्याण विश्व एकता प्राप्त्यर्थं विश्व सामरस्य सौभ्रातृत्वपुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थं तत्कृते अनेकानेक कोटि अवताराणां ऋषीणां गुरूणाम् आगमनार्थं च ये भक्ताः साधकाः धार्मिकाः धर्मसंस्थापकाः जिज्ञासवः अस्मिन् धर्मसंस्थापनकार्ये कङ्कणबद्धाः तेषां सदा सर्वदा सम्पूर्णा अस्माकं सह सम्पूर्णायुरारोग्यैश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्यधैर्यवीर्यादि समस्त सत् शक्ति साधना संपदा सानुकूल्यता प्राप्ति बाह्य अभ्यंतर समस्त रूप शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य दशमस्कन्धस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः उत्तरार्धः निरोधस्यानुशयनमात्मनः सह शक्तिभिः अथ एकोननवतितमोऽध्यायः। श्रीशुक उवाच श्रीभगवानुवाच Yesterday, friends, we saw that Dvija, when the 10th son is yet to be born, comes to Arjuna, Trahi Trahi. Arjuna taking that Pavitra Jala, taking the the Gandiva, with all Astra Shastras having Smarana of them, he comes out. Then the entire that Prasutika Gruha, he covers with the entire Astra Shastra, so that nobody comes to take away the to be born child. Then the child is born, he cries, and then somebody watching or not in the Akasha Marga, along with the Deha, the Dashama Putra is totally disappeared. Then we saw in 3-4 slokas how that Brahmana does humiliation of Arjuna. Dhikkar ho tumara. I just trusted you, the cleaver and Apumsaka, that Krishna Malarama Pradyumna Aniruddha could not help me save my children. How can anybody do, including you? So, in this way, so much when it is done, Arjuna feels terribly bad. Then, with his Yoga Shakti, he has gone to the Samyamana Loka. From there, he went to the Agni Loka, Vayu Loka, Varuna Loka, Nairuti Loka, Indra Loka. Every of the lokas he has gone. Then Chandraloka, Vayuloka, then Rasatala, then the above lokas of Swarga. Then with his Ayudha, Gandiva and Dhanu in a subtle form, he has gone to every places. Every place he was respectfully inquiring. Nowhere the child was found. So anistirnaha pratishrutaha. So what pratigna he did, he could not fulfill it. Therefore agnim vivikshuhu. He was about to enter into the fire on return. Then pratiuktaha pratishedita Krishnena. The Lord Krishna did the pratishedha, the stopping of Arjuna from entering to Agni. Then he speaks. And what Lord speaks and how both of them go to that Bhagwan's Narayana's Loka. That is a most enchanting, a beautiful topic. So the first lesson right now is what? Arjuna with all his yogic powers might have gone to many lokas, achieved many. Yet the unconquered, unseen, Lokas are still further there. It's just a hint given only for our brains to understand that this universe is infinite. No any individual limited being can by any means say that he has conquered all. Even how much the Indian foreign scientists send whatever types of telescopes, some sthula lokas they may find and tell us. Some golakas, khagoladi. But they can't see the subtler ones. There's so many. Infinite is a universe, vast is universe. It is mind blowing, boggling. You can never fathom it. You understand? It is it's you can't talk about it at all. All are created by that Narayana, maintained by him. Everything happens according to his ichha only. Knowing it very deeply from the same depth of the heart. We have to start learning to surrender. एक तरफ surrender, दूसरी तरफ gratitude, third side knowing what wants us to do, Lord wants us to do, what is expecting us to do, exactly doing that, leaving both bhukti and mukti to him only. This is the highest principle. To a very rare few ones, it gets clicked. After that, now he is no more in any worry, tension, anxiety regarding any karma phala, upasana phala, dhyana phala, uttara loka, reward of the kashtas. Why he is worried now? He has discovered that deep surrender in him by understanding Narayana and his powers. We can't understand Narayana or powers, but we understand there is Narayana who is so powerful. That should be enough for us to do the Sharanagati. A Sharanagata Vyakti, how can he has any fear or tension? Is it not? He can't be. He just does what is to be done. What about your bhukti? Arey, what are you asking? Why should I worry? What about your mukti? Why am I worried? Why are you worried? It is Narayana. It is his play. Why? The question itself is wrong. He reaches to that heights, the matures in when recognizing the Narayana's Kripa and Anugraha and Shakti and Samagrata ityadi, Ananthata. This is how we, through this process, rising above our tiny individuality given undue importance. We as an ego have one responsibility of fulfilling duties more than that. Seeking bhukti also by our choice is a struggle and suffering. Seeking mukti also struggle only. For some time we say get mukti from upadhis and all. Later on the giver is he only. Just do what he says, it just happens. In fact, doing what Lord says itself is mukti. There is nothing more. Called as mukti, a place to reach. Mukti, a special ice cream to eat. And you may buy a new ice cream. And somebody, any of your spiritual audience can start in this way. Mukti, kulfi, bhakti, faluda, or vairagya, let us say kulfi. ऐसा कुछ भी लगाओ. You may get good publicity. They are not sthana parivartana, desha parivartana. Inside, becoming khali with regard to effortful individuality to gain anything. We have to be effortful individuality to do what is to be done. That's why in the Gita, in the beginning only, Bhagavan, in a superfluous looking slokas, the sublime truth he conveyed, seldom and rare are the people who are blessed to grasp through that sloka the subtlest thing the Lord wanted to convey. And that was Karmanyeva Adhikaraste Ma Phaleshu Kadachana. The meaning of it is you have adhikara to do the karma. In that only your fulfillment is there. There is no other fulfillment as if gained after gaining some phala out of that karma. You are in a delusion. What you are told to do, exactly do that. You feel you only are liberated. There is no liberation post tamas or as a result of something. The liberation is in action, not as a result of action. While being in action, when we are free from Kartrutva, Bhoktrutva, and do exactly what the Lord wants, we are liberated. Like every part of our body, in doing its own work for the total body politic, it is liberated. It has no bondage. See the beauty like that. Now let us do the chantings light from 45 to 66. These 22 श्लोकास पढ़ो जितना होना है उतना देखते हैं. ओम ततो ओम श्री शुक उवाच ततो अलब्धद्विजसुतः यनिस्तीर्ण प्रतिश्रुतः अग्निं विविक्षुः कृष्णेन प्रत्युक्तः प्रतिषेधता दर्शये द्विजसूनूंस्ते मावज्ञात्मानमात्मना ये ते नः कीर्तिं विमलां मनुष्याः स्थापयिष्यन्ति इति सम्भाष्य भगवान् अर्जुनेन सहेश्वरः दिव्यं स्वरथमास्थाय प्रतीचीं दिशमाविशत् सप्तद्वीपान् सप्तसिन्धून् सप्त सप्तगिरीनथ लोकालोकं तथातीत्य विवेश सुमहत्तमः तत्राश्वाः शैव्यसुग्रीव मेघपुष्पबलाहकाः तमसि भ्रष्टगतयः बभूवुर्भरतर्षभ तान् दृष्ट्वा भगवान् कृष्णः महायोगेश्वरेश्वरः सहस्रादित्यसङ्काशं स्वचक्रं प्राहिणोत्पुरः तमः सुघोरं गहनं कृतं महत् विदारयद्भूरितरेण रुचिषा मनोजवं निर्विविशे सुदर्शनं गुणच्युतो रामशरो यथा च मोह द्वारेण चक्रानुपथेन तत् तमः परं परं ज्योतिरनन्तपारं समश्नुवानं प्रसमीक्ष्य फाल्गुणः प्रताडिताक्षो विदधे क्षिणी उभे ततः प्रविष्टः सलिलं नभस्वदा बलीयसैजत् बृहदूर्मिभूषणं तत्राद्भुतं वै भवनं द्युमत्तमं राजन्मणिस्तंभ सहस्रशोभितं तस्मिन् महाभीममनन्तमद्भुतं सहस्रमूर्धन्य फणामणिद्युभिः विभ्राजमानं द्विगुणोल्बणेक्षणं सिताचलाभं शितिकण्ठजिह्वं ददर्श तद्भोगसुखासनं विभुं महानुभावं पुरुषोत्तमोत्तमं सान्द्राम्बुदाभं सुविशङ्गवाससं प्रसन्नवक्त्रं रुचिरायते क्षणं महामणि प्रातकिरीटकुण्डल प्रभापरिक्षिप्तसहस्रकुन्तलं प्रलम्बचार्वष्टभुजं स कौस्तुभं श्रीवत्सलक्ष्मं वनमालयावृतं सुनन्दनन्द प्रमुखैः स्वपार्षदैः चक्रादिभिर्मूर्तिधरैर्निजायुधैः पुष्ट्या श्रिया कीर्ति अजयाखिलर्दिभिः निषेव्यमानं परमेष्ठिनां पतिं ननन्द ववन्द आत्मानमनन्तमच्युतः जिष्णुश्च तद्दर्शनजात साध्वसः तावाह भूमा परमेष्ठिनां प्रभुः बद्धाञ्जलि सस्मितमूर्धया गिरा द्विजात्मजा मे युवयोर्दिदृक्षुणा मयोपनीता भुवि धर्मगुप्तये कलावतीर्णाववनेर्भरासुरानु हत्वेह भूयस्त्वरयेतमन्तिमे पूर्णकामावपि युवां नरनारायणां वृषे धर्ममाचरतं स्थित्यै ऋषभौ लोकसङ्ग्रहम् इत्यादिष्टौ भगवता तौ कृष्णौ परमेष्ठिना ॐ इति आनम्य भूमानम् आदाय द्विजदारकान् न्यवर्ततां स्वगन्धाम सम्भरुष्टा यथागतं विप्राय ददतुः पुत्रान् यथा रूपं यथ तथा वयः निशाम्य वैष्णवं धाम पार्थः परमविस्मितः यत्किञ्चित् पौरुषं पुंसां मेने कृष्णानुकम्पितम् इति दृश्यान्यनेकानि वीर्याणिह प्रदर्शयन् बुभुजे विषयान् ग्राम्यान् ईजे चात्यूर्जितैर्मखैः प्रववर्षाखिलान् कामान् प्रजासु ब्राह्मणादिषु यथा कालं यथैवेन्द्रः भगवान् श्रैष्ठ्यमास्थितः हत्वा नृपान् अधर्मिष्ठान् घातयित्वार्जुनादिभिः अञ्जसा वर्तयामास धर्मं धर्मसुतादिभिः इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां दशमस्कन्धे उत्तरार्धे द्विजकुमार आनयनं नाम एकोननवतितमोऽध्यायः। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ओम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम, श्रीभागवत शरणं मम, श्रीसद्गुरु शरणं मम, श्रीसूत शरणं मम, श्रीशुकदेव शरणं मम, श्रीव्यास शरणं मम, श्रीनारद शरणं मम, श्रीकुमार शरणं मम, श्रीब्रह्मा शरणं मम, श्रीविष्णु शरणं मम, श्रीपरब्रह्म शरणं मम, श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम, शरणं मम, शरणं मम। श्रीकृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्रीकृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्रीकृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, श्रीकृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। ओम मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्ति अयं रसः। अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मा मुञ्चत कर्हिचित्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः उत्तरार्धः अथ एकोननवतितमोऽध्यायः। श्रीशुक उवाच। So straight away shloka number 45. ततः अलब्ध द्विजसुतः, not finding that child of Brahmana, anistirna pratishrutah. Pratigna or pratishruti same. The pratigna nistirna is succeeded in fulfilling. Anistirna means failed in fulfilling the pratigna. Therefore Agnim Vivikshuhu, desirous of entering to the Agni as per his pratigna, the Arjuna was getting ready. To him Krishnena, my Lord Krishna, Pratiuktaha was told. Pratishedata, by stopping him from entering into that fire. What did Arjuna was told by Bhagavan? What Bhagavan said? Darshaye Dvijasunun te. Te to you. Dvijasunun, the children of that Brahmana. Darshaye, I will show you. Matlab, all the 10 children were not there in any of the lokas in which Arjuna could approach. So I will show you the Brahmana Putrasu ma avajnata atmanam atmana. Don't feel bad about yourself by yourself. Don't insult yourself. Don't try to jump into the Agni. So here, without going into much details, only two things we learn and move ahead. One is what? Whatever powers Arjuna has got, it is given by Lord. With that, so many things he achieved. Last में वही बताएंगे. Of any of the Purusha in the world, the Purusha is of Narayana only. Wherever Arjuna had to accomplish something which is beyond his own powers given by the Lord himself, Lord himself gets those things accomplished for Arjuna. So here the greatness is of Arjuna, that so much he is tuned to the Lord through total surrender. And the surrender to the Lord are only two things. One, doing dharma. Second, doing what Lord wants. That's it. मतलब धर्म संस्थापन के साथ भगवान जो आदेश देते हैं to do the other things in the world, the one who does it, he is always empowered by the Lord. And Lord himself does many things and gives the credit to him. Here one such case. Ki Lord gave him the energy, powers, yoga shaktis to go to all the lokas. But with that power, he could not fight the children. So he got that way failed. But he as Arjuna with the powers, he failed. But Arjuna as a devotee will not fail because the Lord will not make his devotee fail. नहीं तो फिर भगवान का नाम बर्बाद हो जाएगा ना. Lord Krishna was there still. Arjuna just jumped into fire. But Arjuna is a Mahabhakta and Dharma Samstavaka. He wanted to protect the children of Brahmana not for his arrogance and name and fame. He says, I have power, I will try. And we gave you the reasoning. Brahmana Putra, Rakshana done is equal to the Vedanta, Sanmarga Rakshana, Dharma Rakshana. With that, the entire world is peaceful and happy and prosperous. ब्राह्मण का रक्षण में ये सब होता है. उसलिए अर्जुन ने कहना करना चाहा, not for ego or selfishness. And it is 1,000 times said in Shastras that a Brahmana should be protected by Kshatriya. Who said it? Lord only. Therefore, what Lord said, Arjuna was doing. Not his ego that I am Brahmana Bhakta, therefore I will protect him. Neither is saying is out of his selfish arrogance, nor is it his doing also. Both are on the strength of his devotion to Paramatma only. Very important thoughts, huh? Catch it. That all powers which Arjuna had are by God given, and if Arjuna can't accomplish something with that power, which is to be accomplished, Lord Himself accomplishes. Now you understand the bala of the bhakti. If you also have that type of bhakti, Sharanagati, this is what has to happen through us, He does it. Whatever has to happen through us, but we are not capable, He does it happen through us, and He gives credit. We are the example. Every day having so many classes for such a long period of time. In the recent history, you cannot see all this. Maybe there are hundreds of ashramas having one class, two class per day with lot of in between holidays for so many reasons. But here Bhagavan only getting it done. For what reason of He blessing us and for the world, we don't know, we need not know. We are not concerned or worried also to know. बट इतना जानते हैं, आप सुनने के लिए आते हो, मैं बोलने के, both of us have this energy strength only by His grace. Otherwise 6-7 hours per day sitting and listening, किनसे होगा देखो? Impossible. Tell others and see. योगी महायोगियों को बोलो है एक क्लास बस है, बाकी जप करेंगे, ध्यान करेंगे, they do, but not this. Is it not? So His grace is there in our this program also, right from beginning. Then having said to Arjuna that I will show you the children of Brahmana, you don't insult yourself, don't jump into fire. Then same people who have insulted us are you, they themselves will praise you. Ye te and naha kirtim. Ye means those people. Naha kirtim, our own kirti. Vimalam, the Vimala kirti, stapayishyanti, they establish manushaha. Ye te means those who have insulted us. This Brahmana and anybody who have doubts about Bhagavan and Arjuna's seva to this bhumi. सब वही हमारे कीर्ति का स्थापना करें, don't worry. Now starts a beautiful journey of Arjuna with Narayana, and we are lucky through studying Bhagavatam. We are also given the visa permission to travel through this Shastra in our mana. So, be ready for this ride. Try to imagine as much as you can. मैं भी करता हूँ क्योंकि अभी 5-6 दिन में भागवत हो जाएगा. आई एम रियली फीलिंग वेरी बैड. वांट टू स्टार्ट 11th स्कंद. डरो मत. सो इति संभाष्य भगवान अर्जुनेन सह ईश्वरः, that Lord Ishvara, Krishna, Bhagavan, Arjuna, iti sambhashya, having nicely encouraging him and then inspiring him, Arjuna ena saha, along with Arjuna, Divyam Swaratham Asthaya, divine his own chariot having boarded. So no Daruka this time. Bhagavan himself is the charioteer. So Divyam Ratham Asthaya, Pratichim Disham Avishat. Into the western direction, Bhagavan turned his Ratha chariot to move. Bhagavan and Arjuna both in that chariot. Then where they crossed the distances, straight away it is said, कितने किलोमीटर नहीं पता, सप्त द्वीपान स्वप्त सिंधून, सप्त सप्त गिरीन अथ, means 7 dvipas which each of them are separated by one specific mountain, and 7 sindhus which are also separated by specific mountains. They are all studied by us in the 5th sarga, 5th skandha. If you remember, In that Visarga and Sthanam named Panchama Adhyaya or Panchama topic Skandha, we have studied it. How the Bhumandala has got divided into Sapta Dvipa Vasundhara, then Sapta Samudra, then different mountains, and each Dvipa is into Navavarsha. Even they are also separated by huge mountains. ऐसे नो एज अ कॉम्पाउंड वॉल की तरह उनका नाम वगैरह भी हमने पढ़ा पांचवें स्कंद में. सो दीज सप्त द्वीपा सप्त समुद्र which are separated by seven mountains, all of that they crossed in that divine chariot. So you are also traveling, that means what? There is a space infinite, lokas, and all of these they are crossed, they have crossed. Then after that comes loka lokam tatha atitya, विशेष लोकालोक. You know, the loka bhi hai, aloka bhi hai. Aloka loka, you can say. This is Kanti Punja loka, it can be. Divya Kanti Punja loka. This also was spoken in our fifth skandha. So, loka lokam also atitya, then vivesha, they entered into sumahattamaha, a very pitch dark loka. Space mein hi, in that loka they reach. Tatra, having reached that such a pitch dark place, Ashwaha, the horses of this great divine chariot of Lord Krishna, Shaibya Sugriva Megha Pushpa Balahaka. Shaibya Sugriva Megha Pushpa Balahaka. Names of the four horses. इन सबको मुक्ति मिल गया होगा, भगवान ने उनके ऊपर सवारी की. सो तमसी, इन द डीप डार्कनेस, भ्रष्टगतया, they lost the direction in which to go. बभूवुर became भ्रष्टगति ही, हे भरतर्षभा, हे परीक्षित राजा. अब किस तरफ जाएं उनको पता नहीं चल रहा. सो इतना भयंकर घोर अंधकार was there in that लोक. Then what Bhagavan did? Ki tan drishtva Bhagavan Krishna. He saw these horses stopped there. Mahayogeshwareshwara, है ना? ईश्वरा, योगेश्वरा, महायोगेश्वरा, महायोगेश्वरेश्वर. See, देखो, भगवान कृष्ण how he is talked as yoga नाम ईश्वरः, योगी नाम अपि ईश्वरः. What did he do? सहस्र आदित्य संकाशम स्वचक्रम प्राहिणोत पुरः. So in front of the chariot, he has pushed or installed or engaged or sent his own Sudarshana Chakra, whose Prakasha is 1,000 Surya blazing at one time. Sahasra Aditya ke Samyak Kasha. Kasha means Prakasha. So thousands of suns together is the light. That much Prakasha of this Sudarshana Chakra, Puraha Prahinot, आगे उन्होंने भेजा. Like our floodlights in our cars, which that it illuminates the roads. तो भगवान ने आगे कहा तो आगे चल, तो सुदर्शन आगे जाने लगा. That time in the Sudarshana, the Divya Kanti or light that has been invoked by the Lord, because it is Bhagavan Shakti, it can express as he wants. Then क्या हुआ? Then that Sudarshana Chakra, Tamaha Sughoram and Gahanam, the terrible and deep, the darkness, Mahat Kritam, which is so deep and Bhagavan made only that Andhakara Lokam, Vidarayat, उस डार्कनेस को ब्रेक करते हुए भूरि तरेण रोचिषा, with its overpowering light, the Sudarshana Chakra was moving ahead, Manojavam, with the speed of the mind. While it was that way traveling, Arjuna Krishna in the chariot following it, chalte chalte nirvivesha sudarshanam. Manojavam nirvivishe sudarshanam. How? Gunachyutaha Ramasharo yatha chamuhu. So Gunachyutaha, from the string of the bow, left. Guno se chutuhuva. From the string of the bow, the left. What are the things left? The sharaha. Whose shara? Bhagavan Sri Rama's shara. Yatha chamoho goes and attacks the Shatru Sainya. In that swiftness and speediness, here Shatru Rupi अंधकार का छेदन करते हुए राम बाण के समान this great Sudarshan was moving ahead. So the Sudarshana Chakra's Kanti, Tejas, speed and the power of dispelling the darkness is compared with Bhagavan Sri Rama's Bana. देखो यहाँ सुखदेव जी, व्यास जी राम बाण से कंपेयर कर. And we have seen Rama Shakti in our Adhyatma, Valmiki, Tulasi, all Ramayanas. So that way, that was going ahead. Then Dvarena Chakra Anupathena. Through that marga, which is shown by that Sudarshana Chakra with its Kanti, that Tamaha, that darkness, Param, beyond that they reached. When they reached that place, the end of the darkness, you can imagine like Bombay Pune के बीच में इतने सारे, go by train or anything, you get those gufas. है ना, इतना पिच डार्कनेस होता है. So too when you go from Jammu towards the Kashmir, there are some. And in the world, there are many countries where tunnels are there, stretched up to 2 kilometer, 3 kilometer, 7 kilometer, even 21 kilometers long tunnel is there. There for the 10, 20, 15 minutes, pitch darkness, but like modern है, वो लोग तो light switch लगाते हैं. But imagine how pitch dark it is. But every tunnel ends again its darkness, leading to the light the other side. So this tunnel of dark Loka, they have crossed with the help of the torch of Bhagavan Vishnu, Sudarshana Chakra. Lord Krishna, Vishnu are one only. Na? So होने के बाद where did they reach to? Param Jyotihi. From the Parama darkness, they reach to the Param Jyotihi, which is Ananta Param, which is, whose end is not there, endless, shoreless wala, that Parama Jyoti, Prakasha, Loka, they have entered. Some Ashnuvanam, Prasamiksha Falgunaha. So seeing that pitch deep, not it's now, hey, terrible light of that one. because अभी तक darkness में थे, उसके बाद like सुबह सुबह उठते ही लाइट सबसे बड़ा डाल लो, हाँ कैसा होता है, because अब तक darkness में थे. So Arjuna's eyes were so much blurred and paining, he just closed his eyes only, not able to say that Divya Loka of that so much of Divya Kanti. So Samashnuvanam, Anantaparam Samashnuvanam Prasamiksha Falgunaha Pratadita Akshaha. His eyes were hit by that bright, brilliant, blazing light. Then Pidade Akshini Ubhe Apidade. He just closed both of his eyes, closed also and put the hands also as if. Then what happened beyond that loka of the light was there is another entrance. That entrance was into the water loka only. They had to enter into the jala loka. So tatah pravishtaha salilam. And how was that salila water? Navaswata means heavy winds ke karana. Baliyasaihi, very big and powerful. Bruhat bhuri bhushanam. Baliyasa ejat bruhat urmi bhushanam. Because of the heavy winds, Navaswata, Vayu ke karan, Baliyasa Navaswata. Because of the heavy winds, Ejat, that which is coming up, Bruhat, bigger than the biggest, Urmi, the waves or the tides, themselves are the Bhushanam, are the ocean ornaments to that great water source. Into that they entered. जल में प्रवेश किया वो रथ. Then as they went into that jala and all, how come they had oxygen and all? ये सब दिव्य लोकों को भगवान अपने दिव्य शक्ति से ले गए. Then they saw there tatra adbhutam vai bhavanam. Inside that jala, they have seen that bhavanam. Tatra adbhutam vai bhavanam dyumattamam. It also is full of dew, kanti, tejas, भरा हुआ रोशनी से. Bhrajat, bright and brilliant. See that Bhrajat शब्द से ने brightness, brilliance, blazing. These English words have come. तो वो कितना क्लोज है. तो भ्राजत मणिस्तंभ सहस्र शोभितम. So in that loka there is a bhavana which is with thousands of the stambhas studded with the money. All of them were brightly, blazingly, brilliantly. They were in that kanti. So tatra adbhutam vai bhavanam dyumattamam bhrajat manistamba sahasra shobhitam. To that palace or the loka they have entered. Tasmin, inside they could get the permission to enter. बस कोई रोकने वाले नहीं है. These are all well planned by the divine only. Then it happens just like that. So many things in our life also you can see as planned by the destiny. We go to different places to stay, different gurus to study our shastras, different places for our sadhana. So too different sukha dukkhadi also comes to us as if come to us somebody is guiding us. What is as if? The Ishvara only is pushing us according to our own karma phalas. Here the Bhagavan ka divya shakti hai. So they took them beyond the dark loka to the light loka, from there to the waters. In the waters, in the divya bhavana, which has got thousand stambhas, pillars with all divinity, all the brightness. So there tasmin, in that desa, what desa? Mahabhimam anantam adbhutam. Mahabhima, huge and big, adbhutam, very wonderful, ananta, the Ananta Bhagavan ko they have seen, that Adishesha Bhagavan, अनंत भगवान, और पतंजलि उन्हीं के अवतार है जो हम योग दर्शन पढ़ रहे हैं आजकल ना. सो महाभीमम अनंतम अद्भुतम सहस्त्र मूर्धन्य फणामणिद्युभिः, thousand heads hoods that Ananta Bhagavan has got on all those thousand fanas, manidhyubihi, having the divya money with divine so much of kanti. So you can do meditation on all these things. So Ananta Bhagavan with thousand hoods, with each of the hood having the divya money on it. Then Vibhrajamanam again, which is beautifully blazing, that Ananta Bhagavan Dviguna Ulbana Ikshanam, and double to the number of the hoods, each hood two, therefore 2000 eyes. Ulbana Ikshanam, their eyes, Ikshanam is eyes only. Ulbana means blazing like fire, the 2000 eyes of the Ananta Bhagavan. They go nowadays with graphics in all Western, Eastern movies, variety of forms they show. All of them are already in there. Our Purana Itihasa, the divine Lord himself was in so many forms. Now ye Ananda Bhagavan ka roop ka varnan dekh lo. Then Vibhramajamanam Dvigana Ulbana Ikshanam Sita Achala Abham. Sita is the blackish. Achala mountain. Abham is a big size. Sita is white, not black. So white, big mountain type. Ananta Bhagavan was there. Shiti Kantha and Shiti Jihvam. Is Kantha, the throat, and Jihva, both of them are also blackish in color. नाग का जो होता है ना, टंग, कंठ एज टंग, बोथ ऑफ देम. कंठ संस्कृत, टंग in English, throat and the tongue. Then Dadarsha Tad Bhoga Sukha Asanam Vibhum. On that Bhagavan's, the lap type of the other part of the snake, Ananta, they saw both of them Vibhum, who is a Mahanubhavam Purusha Uttama Uttamam. Purushottam ke bhi Uttama Bhagavan Sriman Narayana Ananta Shai Bhagavan, both Krishna and Arjuna saw. So that shows even Arjuna and Krishna are expression of some other infinite power. And that is Narayana. Narayana also is with his Ananta Maya Shakti, the conditional expression only. Minus Maya, that Narayana himself is Parabrahma. And that Parabrahma Tattva is our own essential self. And that is the theme of all our Upanishadic inquiry. Ab dekho. So, ददर्श तद्भोग सुख आसनम विभुम, उस फड़ पे आराम से बैठे हुए, तद्भोग मीन्स सांप के वो जो उस पे आराम से सोए हुए भगवान, इज कॉल्ड एज भुजंग शयन, भुजग शयन नारायण, पन्नग शयन नारायण. विभुम महानुभावम पुरुषोत्तम उत्तमम, who is a पुरुषोत्तम of all पुरुषोत्तmas of all lokas. Sandra ambudha abham, like a deep lord, very dark color of the very heavy clouds. है ना, the thick clouds का रंग. सांद्र means that density कहते हैं. सांद्र density, even that word also from that only. सांद्रता density. The dense black cloud colored Bhagavan there. So Pishanga Vasasam, a beautiful yellow cloth clad, he was Prasanna Vaktram. All the whole face is full of Prasannata, Ananda, Ruchirayata Ikshanam. In other place, Nalinayate Ikshanam, we see that Prasanna Vaktram Nalinayate Ikshanam. This word came thrice in the very Skandha in the beginning slokas or chapters. So Ruchira Ayata Ikshanam, very beautiful, wide opened, loving, kind, compassionate eyes and face with happiness of that Purushottama Srivan Narayana, both Arjuna and Krishna have seen. Then that Bhagavan was Mahamani, great diamonds and all jewels, Vrata, studded, Kirita, the Kirita he was wearing, Kundala, the earrings also. So the Kirita Kundala of the Lord was full of that Mahamani. Then Prabha Parikshipta Sahasra Kuntalam, and those beautiful Kanti of the Kirita Mani as well as Kundala Mani, and in that light was brightly blazing the hair of the Lord Sahasra Kuntalam. The thousands of those hairs were bright, brilliant in that Kanti. Then Pralamba Charu Ashtabhujam. Pralamba long, Charu most beautiful, Ashta eight, Bhujam. So Ashtabhuja Rupa mein Bhagwan Narayana was seen by them. Sa Kaustubham, his Kaustuba money in his neck was there. It's all recognition. Like in army में वो पित्ती पित्ती लगाते हैं ना, just to show which rank it is. Same way, all devatas have something special, either kirita or dhwaja or pataka or the abharanas or the ayudha in the hand or the vahana, just to specify that he is so. Just like in big contingent of all country representatives, झंडा लगाते हैं, पता चलता है अच्छा इंडिया का रिप्रेजेंटेटिव उस कुर्सी पे वहां बैठा है. In the same way, every one of them have some special. So this Bhagavan Narayana is Kaustuba Vani was having. So Kasa Kaustubam, then Srivatsa Lakshmam. So Srivatsa Chikhnam was there in his chest. Vanamalaya Vritam, his most dear Vanamala also was there in his neck. Then what else were there to be seen by this Krishna and Arjuna there? Ki Sunanda Nanda Pramukhaihi. They're all the 8 or 10 or 12, I think, Parshadas of Lord Vishnu. Parshada, that Parshada only, personal assistant. PS they are all. देखो पार्षद, पर्सनल असिस्टेंट, कितने पद आपको मिल रहे हैं? They are all there, PA or PS. Little higher rank than PA is PS in the central governmental cadre. PS to the member of that department, they say. And to that PS, the PA are there. Anyway, so they're all personal assistants and secretaries. Sunanda Nanda Adi. Swaparshadaihi. देखो लिखा है इधर Swaparshada. They were all there in that human form only. Then Chakradibihi Murtidharaihi Nija Ayudhaihi. All the Ayudhas of Bhagavan, mainly the 5 of them, they were all in the Murti Rupa. Shankha Murti Rupa, Chakra. Shankha का नाम क्या है? पांचजन्यम. चक्र इज नेम्ड सुदर्शन. अब ये सुदर्शन कौन है जो भगवान कृष्ण ने यूज किया? वो भी उसी का इसका अंश है ना. सुदर्शन इज द नेम ऑफ द चक्र. देन शारंगा इज द नेम ऑफ द धनु. कौमोदकी इज द नेम ऑफ गदा. नंदकी इज द नेम ऑफ भगवान खड्ग. सो शंख चक्र गदा खड्ग धनु, all the ayudhas are in the Murti Rupa, human Rupa, they were all there. Murti Nijayudaihi. Then Bhagwan's Shaktis, Pushti, Shri, Kirti, Ajaya, even Maya, all of them are Murti रूप लेकर भगवान के चारों तरफ सेवा कर रहे. देखो ये रूप कहीं आपको पिक्चरों में भी नहीं मिलता. You may search in the Google and all variety of lakhs and crores of photos that are there now. With imagination many did, but in this way of Narayana's Rupa, tell those graphic designers, they may make some for us for our meditation. But for us the Pada Rupa is enough, you can read it. Ananta Bhagavan in his lap, Bhagavan Narayana and all is around, all these Parshadas, the Ayudhas, the Shaktis in the Murti Rupa there. Pushti, Shri, Kirti, Aja. Pushti Devi, Sri Devi, Kirti Devi, Aja means Maya. All of them were Akhila Ruddhivihi, and all the Samruddhi Devatas were there in the human form. Nishevya Manam, they are all taking care of the Lord, serving the Lord there. Who is he? Parameshtinam Patim. He is the Lord of all the Parameshtis. The Trinities, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, of every of the Brahmanda or the Loka. So सकल शक्तिशाली प्रभुओं के भी प्रभु भगवान श्रीमन नारायण का they have had darshan. Now, a minute pause and see what it means. Therefore, if you and I can have the human or stula form, do you think Paramatma cannot have his rupa? Do you think he is not there? So, after studying this story about the presence of divine lokas, about the presence of Narayana there and his all Shaktis, we should never have even a doubt. The doubtless Shraddha is the one called as Adhyatmikata, for the purpose of which only we are studying all these Shastras. The power of mind and Maya ऐसा होता है ना कि आप 40-50 साल गुरु से शास्त्र आप सुनो फिर भी गारंटी नहीं है कि श्रद्धा बना कि नहीं उस परमात्मा के अस्तित्व में. What is the proof? If the Shraddha in the Bhagwan's presence is accepted, then who is that Bhagwan also should be known? That Bhagwan is known as the giver of phala, papa, punya and sadhana. Once that is known, we can never do papa, we will ever do punya and we will ever do sadhana. Even slightest of the papa or adharma or even bhoga sakti, if we have, that is a proof that we have not had the faith in the Lord. Rather, we may have little information about the Lord, but that information को overpower करने वाला संसार हमारे अंदर है, अज्ञान हमारे अंदर है, मोह हमारे अंदर है कि भगवान को पूरा हमने नहीं पहचाना. Like the wrong example I am giving, that entire police department, all of them are there. Still, how people do the crimes? Why I said is wrong example is still police do crimes because really, sorry, the criminals do the crime because the police are really not powerful or efficient. They themselves are somewhat lacuna is there. Here, there is a problem with the administration. With regard to God, it is not a problem with him. It is our delusion. How the proof? A person doing lot of crimes also whole life without getting punished, he may die. But in the loka of Paramatma ऐसा नहीं होता. Nobody can escape his law of punishment. In the human life you may escape, but in the upper lokas, that even small little sin committed person will definitely taken to custody, interrogated, and is given punishment. So by this what we are saying, भगवान है ऐसे मानते हैं तो उनके शक्तियों के ऊपर भरोसा होने के कारण हम उनके भक्त, उनका कहा हुआ धर्म, उनका कहा हुआ आध्यात्मिक में ही रहते हैं. एक पल भी, एक क्षण भी उनके खिलाफ वाला संसार भोगों में, उसके लिए अधर्म पाप में नहीं रहते. अगर हम है का अर्थ क्या हुआ? We have not fully understood or trusted Bhagwan. Therefore we do wrong. Therefore we get punishments also. So just like the one who wants to become a bhakta cannot be adharmic and papi, so too the one who has become bhakta, he cannot be adharmic and papi. Like morning class, the sapta pranta bhumis, you start transcend, you become prajnavan. Then when you reach that prajna sthiti, again your pranta bhumi is saptadha tested. सप्तदा प्रांत भूमि प्रज्ञा तस्या तस्य वी आर सीइंग नो. हो गया आज तो. कल से अंग योग योग अंग अष्ट योग अंग अष्टानाम उपासना अष्टांग yoga will be studied from tomorrow in our Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Only the lucky people are coming. So here also, after studying such topics, we should know that this loka alone is not ultimate. There are lokas. And already Arjuna gone to all other lokas. It is told where he could not find the Brahmana Putra. That proved to us the presence of all those lokas. Then to all these lokas, that loka, the Swami is even Narayana. So he is found in that loka which is told in this ways travel. And it's all very subtle, very mystical. Only some thousands of lives when you do variety of not Vedanta only yoga sadhanas that we have that अंतःकरण developed for reaching to that स्थिति. देखो मुक्ति पाने के लिए अंतःकरण को लय कर दो काफी है in both yoga darshana and vedanta. But for having all these सूक्ष्म दृष्टि and सिद्धिस उस अंतःकरण का highest level में purify empower करना है. देर ऑल डिफरेंट साधनास, उनका अलग पर्पस है, उनमें सबका प्रवेश नहीं होता। कोई कुछ जो कारक पुरुष होते हैं, भगवान परमिट्स देम टू डू ऑल दीज एंड गेट दोज पावर्स and go to all lokas and do the work required. Now, our job is to believe in the presence of that loka and the Narayana and his Ananta Shakti, and thus slowly repeating in ourselves all these things, we have to develop what we said in the initiation introduction today. देखो जो इंट्रोडक्शन में हो रहा है डेली ना, वही टॉपिक में आ रहा है। हमने तो ऐसा सोच कर नहीं किया है, हर दिन हो रहा है ऑलमोस्ट exactly the same thing. We said in the initial class today that we have to slowly develop that egoless surrender to the Lord. A person who surrenders to God, he has no ego of himself, nothing to gain for himself. Then he is mukta that way. We said karmanyavadikaraste maphaleshwadachana, how it defines mukti. So this is the proof. So while studying these things, are we taking them as some story only, or really they are loka, the Paramatma is power Shakti, we are believing in it? If the first case we are doing, we are missing the great opportunity. If the second one we are doing of having faith, surrender to God, then we are helping ourselves. Beautiful that will be. And you can see in this world, in the so-called Mahatma category also, those who lip Vedantins just talk, but those who through the Vedanta and Purana Itihasa Adhenam, they talk in such a manner, they are speaking from experience and they are instilling that Shraddha in us. लिखा हुआ किताबों में भी ऐसे होते हैं, or even you can see in the movies taken out by directors, the ones who with belief in the Shastras and the Loka, when they take out the movie, uske dialogue, scenes, uska dignity alag hota hai. Those are doing it for commercial. They make Narada, Yamaraja, Chitragupta as a cartoon and they insult our Shastra, and for that they get punishment anyway. वो तो बुद्धू लोग हैं, उनको देखने वाले मनुष्य भी बुद्धू ही है, उसको छोड़ो. But the other one, I'm just giving an example. So here also, here when we are studying these topics, we must come to the belief of that. Clear? Then what happened? Mm, Having seen Nishevyamanam Parameshtinam Patim, all of these people, Pushti, Shri, Kirti, Aja, all his Ayudhas, Parshadas, seated or standing around him, all the Riddhis, Siddhis were doing his Upasana Seva. Having seen them, Bhavanda Atmanam Anantam Achyutaha, that to Anantashayi Narayana, our Bhagavan, Krishna, who is his own self only, he did pranams there. Atmanam, he has come from that Narayana only, to him he did pranams. Jishnuhucha, Jishnu is the name of Arjuna. Vishnum, Jishnu, Mahavishnu. Arjuna also Jishnuhucha tad darshana jata sadhvasaha. Seeing that huge Adishesha Bhagavan and in his lap this Narayana Bhagavan, that Vilakshana darshana he has got. He might have heard about it, but Pratyaksha darshan ka hote bhi gata sadhvasaha jata sadhvasaha, he got that fear suddenly, such a huge thing having seen. Dar gaye Arjuna, he also Jishnuhucha, he did also namaskar. After Lord Krishna, अर्जुन ने भी नमस्कार किए उस अनंत भगवान को. देन तौ आह भूमा, दैट भूमा यो वै भूमा तत्सुखम नाल्पे सुखम अस्ति, दैट परब्रह्मा in the form of this Narayana spoke to both of them. Tau aha bhuma parameshtinam prabhu, again second time it is coming, the lord of all the lords of all lokas, that Narayana baddhanjali to these two who are with the folded hands standing in front, spoke sasmitam urchaya gira, with a cute smile, with the words full of power, that Narayana Bhagwan spoke only few things to him. Now this at a very miniature form, some of us have had that. Okay, with very difficulty getting the permission to be with Gurudev for half a minute. You know, we had it. Because during his last few years though, because of so many divine reasons and unknown reasons, he was not accessible to all. And those who could access him, they never valued him or really that way got the benefits and blessings. Okay, that's not samsara. We not think it much. But then when we get that permission appointment to meet him, when we are allowed inside, गुरुदेव seated there, in that huge seat. ऐसे हाथ लगा के कोई चरण पे जाकर टच करते. By that time, पूरा एक तरफ आंखों में पानी, पूरे शरीर में पसीना, the inexplicable भया, आनंद, भक्ति, शरणागति, everything are felt there. You will not know what to do, where. And when you get even a chance to touch his feet even once, you will be transported into a different look. Puja Gurudeva was that highest order. Then it is Gambhira face when he looks at us and follow, tell, when he says that word, no? Then what can you talk? What address you can make to him? कुछ कहे भगवान कहे गुरुदेव कहे, you don't know that. Especially the last 10 years of Gurudev. Each one had different experiences they share. एवरीवन इज डिफरेंट ना, सबका आके तो एक ही थोड़ी होता है. कुछ लोग तो जो हमको तो लगा ही नहीं, गुरुदेव रोज आके हमारे साथ खाना खाते थे, बातें करते थे, मजा करते थे. वी नेवर फेल्ट दैट वन. सो भगवान गुरुदेव played that play with them. That was required for them. He will not treat same way the disciples and devotees. Disciples are different altogether. No, they are trained, empowered by him for different tasks, for the lives together. Devotees just ठीक है, वो लोग सेवा करें, they do all for लौकिक काम कर्म only. They didn't give us ब्रह्म ज्ञान थोड़ी है. They take a selfie with Gurudev. Those days वो नहीं था. But they had picture and show it different. So that experience, if you can imagine in your life, है कि नहीं? It happens not only in a Adhyatmika Kshetra, Puja Gurudev, even any big Prime Minister है, MP है, famous become प्रधानमंत्री है, मुख्यमंत्री है, अब उनको मिलने के लिए भी कुछ लोगों को फ्री में मिलता है, वो मिल, but for some people, how difficult it is to get access. That's why our Indian PM, we Indians don't care, but when he goes to foreign countries, लोग हजारों किलोमीटर तय करके आते हैं उनका सिर्फ देखने के लिए. That is his stages. Each one has his different. Every country's PM has his own power. Terrorists also have their दुष्ट तेजस. ये भी होता है. In all underworld, underdons, ऐसे कोई गुफा में ले जाकर उनका दर्शन कराते हैं. आपने तो हर एक हिंदी सिनेमा देखा होगा. So that's all negative examples. So positively, if you can imagine it, Arjuna and Krishna were finding it like that. Then to both of them, with that mega gambhira vani, that Parameshti spoke only few words. Parameshtinam pati. है ना, परमेष्टिनाम पतिम परमेष्टिनाम प्रभु बद्धांजलि सस्मितम ऊर्जया गिरा. With the words full of that urja energy, he spoke. देखो ऊर्जा energy, see how close they are words. And then Dijatmajaha, all the children of those brahmanas, may by me only, yoyoha didrukshuna, wanting to see you both, Maya Upanita, brought by me. So by me who wanted to see you both, were those children of Brahmana were kidnapped or brought. मैंने ही ले आया उनको, तुम लोगों को इधर ले आने के लिए, because otherwise you won't come. And Krishna knows that. So me ivayoha didrukshuna dijatmaja maya upanitaha bhuvi. Maya upanita. Bas. First point is the children are brought by me only. I wanted to see you both. One sentence. Second is what? Who are you and why are you there on the loka? Bhuvi dharma guptaye kalavatirnau. You are my own kalas sent into the bhumi for the protection of dharma. तुम दोनों. That's Then Vishnum, Jishnum and Mahavishnu. The Vishnu is Lord Krishna. Jishnu is Arjuna. Mahavishnu is this Lord. Prabha Vishnu Maheshwaram Anek Rupa Daityantam Namami Purushottamam. पुरुषोत्तम इज विष्णु इज पुरुषोत्तमोत्तम ऐसा होता है 55th श्लोक में. सो कलावतीर्णौ, देन व्हाई यू आर सेंट देयर? धर्मगुप्तये, एंड फॉर दैट अवनेहे भार असुरान हत्वा. All asuras, rakshasas who are the bhara, the load, weight to the avani, the bhumata, hatva, having killed them, iha bhuyaha tvaraya etam anti me. Quickly you will finish that job and you will come to me. You will come to me means order only. Oh Bhagavan ne order kar diya bas. You have to come back. But for the small news, they have to go all the way. Very soon you are finishing your jobs of unloading the earth of all these Rakshasas and establish Dharma, and you come back to me. Okay, this is second point. First is he told, I only brought the children for having your arrival here. Second, you are sent there for Dharma Sthapana. Third, you do that by eliminating all the dushtas who are bhara to the bhumi. Fourth, you come back to me. 4 points are told. Fifth one, Purna Kamo api yuva. You both are Purna Kama. You have nothing to achieve for yourself. Yet, Naranarayana Rishi, you are the Naranarayana who are doing Namaskar. Badrinath, who are my own expression, Mahavishnu, of his Amshas you both are. And he is my Amsha. In that way, total connection. So, Naranarayana Rishi, Purna Kamo Abhi, though you are all, both are Purna Kama, you have nothing to achieve for yourself. Fir bhi, Dharmam Acharatam Sthityai. For the Sthiti Karana, because you are all Vishnu Rupa, Vishnu ka Sthiti is the karma. Brahma creates, so Shiva dissolves. We are the Sthiti Karakas. Therefore, you Dharmam Acharatam Sthityai. तो दो तुम पूर्ण काम हो फिर भी धर्म का स्थापना के लिए भूलोक का प्रॉपर स्टेबिलिटी स्थिति के लिए सी दैट स्टेबिलिटी आल्सो स्थिति फ्रॉम दैट स्थिति के लिए धर्मम आचरता so you do the acharana of the dharma and guide everyone not for your sake because you are anyway purna kama and rushabhav you are the shrestha loka sangraham for the integration and protection of the loka just practice dharma for some time after establishing dharma by eliminating the dushta rakshasas before you come to me and do all this very soon. Iti adishtau bhagavata tau. In this way, they were ordered by that Bhagavan Narayana. Krishnau. Arjun को भी कृष्ण कहते हैं. So Krishna, Krishna, Krishnau. Bhagavata Parameshna iti adishtau. In this way, receiving the orders from that Lord, Om iti. Om means yes, okay, sir. Ji hukum. Order taken on the head. Om matlab yes, as you order. Om iti anamya, having saluted that Bhagavan, Anantha, Bhumanam, that Bhumanam, Yovai Bhuma, the Parabrahma Paramatma in that Rupa, and Adaya Dijadarakan. So having received the orders, having said yes to them, to the Lord, having saluted the Lord, having taken all the 10 children of this Brahmana, so Dijadarakan Adaya, Swakam Dhama Nyavartatam, they came back to their own Dwaraka Nagari, Sampraharustau with extreme happiness, Yatha Agatam, the way they went in the same path, they came back. Having come, Vipraya Dadatuhu Putranu. They gave the children to that Brahmana, Yatha Rupam Tatha Vayaha. So the form and the age. So maybe 10 साल का 10 या 9 का 9 जैसा था उसी उम्र के बच्चों को तो रिकॉग्नाइज ना नहीं तो कौन बड़ा छोटा कन्फ्यूज है सो वैसा ही उनको दिया दे आर वेरी हैप्पी सो दिस इज हाउ Arjuna was saved from entering into the fire out of because of his own pratigna done. So tatha vayaha. Then comes this 63rd sloka. Nishamya Vaishnavam Dhama. Having seen that Vishnu Bhagavan's loka, Partha or Arjuna, Paramavismita. He was extremely surprised. That's what I said in the beginning. That Yat Kinchit Paurusham Pumsam. In the any of the lokas, any of the Purushatva or Purushakarata or Purushartha doing any sort of capacities, abilities anybody has got, all of that Mene Krishna Kampitam is given to them blessed by Lord Krishna only. So Apna Swayam ka Purusharth because he did Pratigna to die, but Bhagavan told, I will show you the children. He took and brought him also. He could order the children to come back. He can do it. He himself alone can go. But he blessed Arjuna by taking there and revealing to him the higher lokas, higher expressions of the divinity and all. तो now Arjuna understood even an ant or mosquito से लेकर ब्रह्म देवता के जिन जिन के पुरुषार्थ करने का सामर्थ्य है means the capacity they have to do the works given to them Krishna anukampitam it is the anukampa and karuna of the Krishna that who is empowering everyone that's what we said that if we are having these classes every day we are listening it is all Bhagwan's anugraha 100% not even a iota of doubt can be there in this अर्जुन को ये रियलाइजेशन हो गया कि ऑल भगवान शक्ति वी हैव गॉट ओके And with so many things then. Already Narayana told the Brahmana children are brought so that you come here. It's all Leela. And then out of this story, you can bring out hundreds and hundreds of so many sukshma vishayas to grasp about the continuation of the jiva and about the different lokas going of the jiva, about Bhagavan himself blessing the desiring jivas with the jnana and moksha, and according to karma giving phala of going to different lokas, and to the people like of Arjuna's status and cadre, company of Krishna, and together they go up to that Ananta Bhagwan's loka and having darshan and coming back. अभी अभी हुआ है 5,000 साल पहले, before the starting of Kali Yuga. In the Dwapara Yuga only it has happened. अब ये सब पढ़ने के बाद somebody can brush aside saying that all this ऐसे story लिखा है. But in today's technological age of so many discoveries, we are forced to believe all these lokas existing, all yoga shaktis existing, and in that different loka balakas devatas are there, and Ananta Loka is there, Ananta Bhagwan is there. तो we can. तो इसमें ये भी लिखा है all the parshadas, all the shaktis, all the ayudhas in all human form, they're all serving Narayana. Now, these are all highly mystical. So they break open so many shells in which we are cocooned in our understanding, limited understanding about the whole Srishti. Paramatma is Ananta Shakti. A little, a speck of the thing can get open to us. Such things again and again we read independently when we contemplate. Na, much more truths will be revealed to us. Subtler truths. Otherwise, what do we think? Only this earth is the loka, only we are the beings, they are there. हाँ कोई पशु पक्षी को देखते हैं बस इतना ही हम समझते हैं. No, there are subtle loka, subtle beings are there. 200 light years distance में भी there are lokas like भूलोका, they are there so many. वहां से यहाँ आना जाना होता नहीं, जरूरत नहीं, वहां का उधर ही मुक्ति हो जाता है. Just like before finding the countries beyond that oceans in those continents, everybody thought इतना ही है बस. Like the fishes of this particular river or lake doesn't know that there are many other rivers and lakes, and all of them put together they don't know there's a huge ocean for which is the source of all these rivers, and there like these small fishes there are big whales and seals. इनको पता ही नहीं होता. In the same way, you understood this example? I'll give another example. What sort of life of education or economy or self protection or development, politics, science, bhoga, we as a human beings going through? Can a rat or cat know? Can a rat or cat or your own pet dog? Can they understand? No, because their level is that only. So, to as a human beings, we are at our own level of able to understand only few things beyond what we comprehend. The millions of mystic things that are happening in the whole cosmos. Remember this example. You know, a chipkali or a bird in your house that doesn't know what you are doing. They can't reach to a human level. All mosquitoes, dogs put together also, they can't imagine what human being status. आएगा नहीं उनको समझ में, है ना? They don't know why you are wearing that black coat and going to the court or white coat and going to the hospital. they don't know what are the codes and what you are talking, what's the language. Different level है कि नहीं? हम धर्म पाप पुण्य सुख दुख कर्म कर्म फल. So many things we talk. How do those dogs know? How do the cats know it? They don't. So we are also at smaller level where we can't know there are many higher mystical things. One proof is given here through this Bhagavata. Last chapter में but one में हमको इसका झलक दिखाया. So निशाम्य Vaishnavam Dhama, having seen Vishnu Loka, Partha Paramavismitaha. Arjuna was extremely surprised. Yatkinchit Paurusham Pumsam. Whatever the Purushakarata, any of the beings that have got, Mene Krishna Anukampitam. It's all out of Anukampa. The Lord Krishna only is given for his work to get accomplished. Arjuna understood it. Iti. In this way, Shukadev ji is telling Parikshit ji ki idrushani anekani viryani iha pradarsayan. Like this, so many is aneka virya shaktis Lord Krishna has shown on this earth. One or two are quoted here, many more unrecorded, unwritten in the Bhagavad. एक ही बता ईदृशान अनेकानि कह रहे हैं सुखदेव जी. If all of them are put, then Bhagavad will be so big. And why do you want to listen all? एक दो सुनकर अकल काम करके समझना चाहिए भगवान के महिमा एंड सरेंडर. ईदृशानि अनेकानि वीर्यानि इह प्रदर्शयन्. Showing all these things, Lord Krishna, Bhuvuje Vishayan Gramyan. And he went through all the Gramya Vishaya Bhoga as if like a human being. At the same time, Ijecha Ati Urjitaihi Makhaihi. And with big fanfare and all, he has even conducted so many Yajnayagas also. Because doing the Yajnayagas are the dharma of all the Manushyas according to Sanatana Dharma. And he has come to establish dharma only. And Narayana also recently told him. So Ati Urjitaihi Makaihi Ije. This is what Lord Krishna has done. Not only that, Pravarsha Akhilan Kaman. He has fulfilled the desires of all. Who are they? Prajasu Brahmanadishu. सारे ब्राह्मणों को प्रजाओं को भी स्व इच्छा के अनुसार उनका इच्छाएं जो भी है वो सारे भगवान कृष्ण ने फुलफिल किया. Now, after so many thousands of years of his concluding avatara, now also we request him, we pray to him, we do upasana, he fulfills our kamana. वो तो प्रत्यक्ष में थे शरीर में, मतलब भूलोक में थे अपने दिव्य रूप में, तो he would have definitely fulfilled everybody's kamana. Now these are toward the end of 10th skandha, like we are doing, even Shukadev ji is quickly summing up. We have to have the wisdom, vastness of intellect to understand what he means. The first thing when he said, Idushani Akhilani, like this, Anekani, Viryani means you should imagine like that. Arjuna का उस प्रतिज्ञा भंग से रक्षा करने के लिए, as he took Arjuna to that loka which was described so divinely, like that so many Bhagavan has done, as an expanded intellect से समझना. So too, of the praja and of the brahmana, Akhilan Kama Pravarsha means you should imagine the whole play country that time was blessed by Krishna with all their kamana purti, they were all happy. So these are more elaborated in Rama avatar. तो उसका आप समझकर जब भी अवतार आता है, दुष्ट शिक्षण हो गया, धर्म रक्षण, शिष्ट रक्षण हो गया, धर्म संरक्षण हो गया, then यज्ञ आगादि हुआ. More than all that, they bless all the praja who have their darshana with all the desires. Whatever they ask, and people also when they see Krishna, they ask for the noble desires only, not ignoble or negative. है ना, इम्प्योरिटी. दूसरों का दुख पहुंचाने वाले कोई भी डिजायर है वो पाप है. वो छोड़कर स्वयं के लिए अब भुक्ति किसी भी तरह का मांगो, भोग, इट इज नॉट पाप, इट इज नॉट रॉन्ग. Only when you want spiritual goal from that standpoint, this being an obstruction, it is told to be given up. Otherwise, artha kama also are purushartha, याद रखना. But when you go for the moksha, artha kama are obstruction, because artha kama are bahirmukha, moksha is antarmukha. इसलिए उसको obstruction करके छोड़ने को कहते हैं. अब किसी को मोक्ष पुरुषार्थ नहीं चाहिए, they are happy with artha kama, they are at that level, do that artha kama with dharma and bhakti, it is allowed. As long as you don't enter into adharma papa and trouble others and trouble the whole dharma. जब तक वो डिस्टर्बेंस नहीं करते हो, करते रहो. तो भगवान ने और कंपल हरेव जी को तुरंत अभी तू मोक्ष पाना, मैं आ गया होता. दे ऑल वांट कामना. भगवान मेरे बच्चे चल एंजॉय कर कुछ समय, जब तुमको एरा के आएगा फिर से आ जाओ, देन आई विल गिव यू ज्ञान एंड मोक्ष. सो ही गेव प्रवर्ष अखिलान कामान प्रजासु ब्राह्मणादिषु यथा कालम मीन्स एज पर द टाइम्स एंड सीजन्स एंड नीड्स एंड देयर ओन रिक्वायरमेंट्स. यथा एव इंद्रः, just like Indra Bhagavan Sraishtyam Astitah. So, Bhagavan in that great avatar as Krishna, he has done the reigning of all the things that are requested by the people at different timings, different places. मतलब इंडिविजुअल एंड समष्टि के लेवल में. इंडिविजुअल लेवल में किसी घर गृहस्थ में बेटी की शादी है तो पैसे चाहिए, भगवान ने वर्षा. Not like today, for everything go to bank and bank wale more than the loan they give, they take the interest and they take away all the paisa japt kar lete. No, varsha. समष्टि में सडनली सर्दियों का टाइम आ गया, देन भगवान विल सप्लाई द कंबल और गर्म चाय, कुछ भी हो, गर्मी आ गया तो ऐसे हवा भेजेंगे, सो दैट गर्मी से राहत मिलेगा. दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ अखिलान कामान वर्ष श्रेष्ठ्यम एट द इंडिविजुअल एंड टोटल लेवल. ओके, श्रेष्ठ्यमास्थितः मीन्स being in that great avatar of Krishna with Maya Shakti in his under him, he was doing that blessing. So then while doing so, finally what he did, the last one. Mhm. So the Shrishtyamastita means enjoying that Guruhastha ashrama with all his family. He has done all of that. Then Hatva Nrupan Adharmishtan. तो मेनी अधर्म राजाओं को खुद मारकर कुछ लोगों को घातयित्वा अर्जुनादि भी ही थ्रू द अर्जुना एंड भीमा एंड अदर्स सम ऑफ देम ही गॉट किल्ड द दुष्ट पापात्म राक्षसास देन अंजसा एफर्टलेसली वर्तयामास धर्मम he made the dharma palana happen dharma sutadi ही through dharmaraja ityadi. So with Bhima Arjuna like people, he eliminated adharmic rajas. He himself also eliminated so many. Then with the kings like Yudhishthira, etc., he made Dharma Paripalana happen. This is mainly Bhagavan Krishna's Avatar purpose, precisely told toward the end of Skandha, but already all topics are covered as an example. Referring to them, you can expandingly understand this particular thought. Iti, in this way, Srimad Bhagavate Mahapurana, in this Mahapurana named Srimad Bhagavata, Paramhamsam, given by the Paramahamsa, great Shukacharya ji, Samhitayam, which is Samhita, Samyak Hita is there in this through Bhakti Jnana Moksha, Dashamaskande, in the 10th Skandha Uttarardha, in the Uttarardham, Dvicha Kumara Anayanan Nama, bringing the children of the Brahmana named Ekona Navatitamaha Adhyaya 1-90, that is 89th chapter, Samaptaha. टुडे आई थॉट कुछ 10 मिनट लेके भी ले ज्यादा खत्म करेंगे हो गया अदरवाइज एट एवरी श्लोक वी कैन पॉज एंड टॉक फॉर 1 hour. यू कैन सी दैट टाइप ऑफ टॉक्स आल्सो वेयर एक श्लोक और एक पद 1 घंटा बोले. आज तो आपने गिना 22 श्लोक करके खत्म करके पूरा चैप्टर ही कर दिया. You should be able to go through both ways and grasp the essence. But in this way, when you go through, no, the topic is completed, and because of I mean, the chapter is completed, but so many topics are not wholeheartedly covered to the joy. That's the difference between abruptly finishing classes on some Shastra in some stipulated time without keeping the time limit, enjoying the rasa swadhana of every topic, every chapter, every shloka. ये दोनों में डिफरेंस है. जिसको जो पसंद है या काबिलियत है क्वालिफिकेशन उसके अनुसार दे डू. We are enjoying from last 1200 and how many days? 19 days. The study of Bhagavata, every sloka topic at our level, which is not at all great. It's chota, very, very minute are our capacities. More mastery over all shastras, sadhanas, and upasanas and kripa when we get from God Guru, that level is different. मिलेगा हमको भी आज नहीं तो 1000 जन्म के बाद प्रभु चाहे तो. But we are not worried about it. We left it to his ichha. In this life, he has given time convenience to us. We are trying to use it for this purpose. And the result, we leave it to him. उनकी मर्जी है, जब देना तब देंगे. भुक्ति मुक्ति मोक्ष वगैरह. Let us focus on कर्मण्यवाधिकारस्ते. In this way, we have concluded this beautiful 89th chapter very quickly, not like the 87, 86, 88, which took एक चैप्टर तो 40-30 दिन लगा. ये हम सिर्फ 6 दिन में कंक्लूड किया या 6 या 7 वॉट एवर. नाउ वी आर लेफ्ट विथ लास्ट 90th चैप्टर ऑफ दिस भागवतम दशम स्कंध. 50 श्लोक है. आई थिंक वी मे डू इट इन 3 days. 3 or 4 days maximum. With that Bhagavat Adhyanam, for the time being we will conclude. Then we will start some Stotra Adhyanam in Hindi. माइंड पक्का हो गया पिछले 3-4 दिन में. पर 10-15 दिन देखेंगे और कैसा चल रहा है उसके हिसाब से अनदर बिग टेक्स्ट वी टेक. ओके, एवरी डे और 2 days one stotra which are familiar to us. I think I will take them only. है ना, एक बार आई हैव टू ब्राउज थ्रू our YouTube channel, which are the talks covered in a Hindi stotras. मेरे ख्याल में 10-15 तो कर चुके होंगे. One of you can see and tell me. They are already categorized, no? Hindi stotra, English stotra, Telugu stotras. Then the Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita website में they are properly, totally categorized. है ना? What to call them? Put in different folders or files. Playlist कहते हैं उसको, I think. मेरे को क्या पता है सब. So I will ask someone, they will tell me, Swami, these are the stotras covered, so they can be heard there. Other than that, the beautiful stotras we will do. I am fond of some of them, like Lakshmi Nrsimha Karavalamba, so touching the heart. I am fond of these Aigiri Nandini Mahishasura Mardini Stotram and Shri Venkateshwara Suprabhatam. हिंदी में बोलेंगे उसको, देख लो. वो फिर एक एक दिन में नहीं होते, वो 4-4, 5-5 दिन लगते हैं. Because Suprabhatam has got 4 into 15, 60 slokas. So how can I do in one day? They are very pregnant slokas with beautiful meaning. I taught it in Telugu in 21 days. Venkateshwara Suprabhatam. Some of those recordings have missed from the store. कहाँ चले गए पता नहीं, but it was fantastic. Oh, lot of wonderful it was. So like these stotras of 5 shloka, 8 shloka, 6 shlokas, so many are there. तो एक छोटा एक बड़ा, एक छोटा एक बड़ा, देखता हूँ मैं कैसे करें प्रभु की इच्छा से. We will do it after 4 or 3 days having completed this Bhagavatam and offering at the feet of the Lord. Thank you for the day. We will conclude here Bhagavatam and study our Adhyatma Ramayana for some time. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitarvarenyam Bhargo प्राणाय पानाय व्यानाय उदानाय समानाय ब्रह्मणे मध्यम हस्तपाद प्रक्षालनाचमनतांबूल नीराज. ओम नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्णा नित्य मोहन कृष्ण बाल गोपाल कृष्ण भव्य मंगलम वेणुगानलोल कृष्ण वेदांत वेद्य कृष्ण नवनीत जोर कृष्ण भक्त जनाधार परमदया भारती कृष्ण मुक्ति संदाय कृष्ण मूर्ति गीता प्रतदात कृष्ण परम पार्थ सारूप कृष्ण सर्वमंगल ओम न तत्र नेमा विद्युतो भान्तिविदो मन्ये तमेव भागवत नारायण विद्महे मातर नमो ब्रह्मादियो आब्रह्मलोकादाशेषो व्यासाय विष्णुप्रेमाय योगीन्द्राय नमस्तस्मै. बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय. वेद व्यास सुखदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय. बोलो भाई सबंदर की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापकन की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक संस्कृति की जय. ऋषि मुनि गुरु परंपरा की जय. आध्यात्मिक जीवन की जय. थैंक यू. So today with Lord Krishna and Arjuna, we also could travel and reach and see Bhagavan's Anantha Loka, Vaikuntha Loka. Join in 3 minutes.